What the hell is Disney doing? After everything that just happened in the last couple of weeks, with the amount of money that they've lost, they're upping their prices again on streaming. Now, I'm sure this was a decision that was probably made, before all this was going down, but I don't understand. We'll read the report. We'll think of it if any of it makes sense. Maybe it does, and we'll go through. I just can't imagine a world where it does, but we'll see. Um, I love my producer Luke. He's the best. Sends me stories. And I looked at some of these stories, and nowhere on these stories do I see the news about Randy Savage, the Macho Man, getting his own biopic. It's about damn time. That is more important than anything else. So how dare you? How dare you? I kid. John Boyega, speaking of Disney, Star Wars. Again, we were trading back and forth, Luke and I, this morning, and I appreciate the honesty for what John Boyega is saying about his time at Star Wars, but in general, the guy you forget that John Boyega was like a real big fan of the Star Wars franchise. So someone asked him like kind of what he would do if he could change some stuff, do things, what he would have done to make Star Wars better. So we'll get into that. Wicked for Good came out, that trailer. And a couple other things. We'll shoot the S, and we'll talk. So that's it. It's me today on my show, Kristian Harloff show. You guys ask me any questions you want to today. Let's do that, because if it turns out to be a half an hour show today, then that's what it is. If not, we'll talk for 2 hours. We'll talk for 2 hours. But what I don't want to hear is, hey, Kristian's not here anymore. And then, I'm here and you guys don't tune in. So here we go. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, right? The hell's today? Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. And Steph will be here tomorrow. Winston and Kris will be here on Friday. And a lot going on. Am I live right now? Well, because it's not 12 o'clock. It's 11:30. So the answer, as far as why I'm live right now, is because this will kind of get into another conversation that we've had on the last couple of shows by myself. I told you guys I'm working on the pilot, and so we have a phone call today, and I have to make sure that we are all there, and they asked me to be there at a particular time, and I said, okay, yeah, I can be there. I just have to do the show half an hour early today. So again, like if you want to keep me on for 2 hours, you can ask as many questions. We're trying to beat 80 today. Let's try to beat 80. But we had a great conversation, as I mentioned, both the director and producer. We were blessed to have both. And we had a great phone call the other day about the things that we're working on and getting it to a place to when we can finally present it to you guys about what we're doing, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish. I know you guys know the majority of it, of what we're trying to do, but like we're going to have more details as we start to piece it all together. So I figured let's do some stories today. I already have somebody who's directing it. So we are going to talk about the stuff that is going on. And today, when I was going over some stories, Luke sent this to me. I said, that can't be real. It is. Disney Plus is increasing the subscription price. After losing about $4 billion over the last week or so, it decided, we're going to do? We're going to actually charge people more. Stupid. Case of incredibly awkward timing. Disney Plus has announced the next round of price increases for its streaming services. Disney Plus will increase the monthly price of its Disney Plus plan with ads by $2 to $11.99 per month. Its no ads Disney Plus will increase to $18.99 per month from October 21st. Bundle prices going up, with Disney Plus Hulu bundle jump by $2 to $12.99. The price of its Disney Plus Hulu and ESPN Select bundle with ads jump $3 to $19.99. The price of its Disney Plus without is $29.99. Price hikes come after Disney launched its new ESPN app in August. Additional sports content is being used to help drive subscribers to sign up for Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Unlimited bundle no ads on any service was still being offered a discounted price of $29.99 a month. Disney has also announced price hike multiple times in the past, but this time they come at a very awkward time as some subscribers and prominent entertainment community members have called for the cancellation of subscriptions to the services in the past week following the Jimmy Kimmel suspension. Dimly reversed course with Kimmel returning to his show tonight. So I don't know. Maybe they think that that's what that's what they can do now because everybody forgives us because Kimmel is back. What a stupid move this is. I wasn't gonna like work wise and things that I'm doing for reactions and other things. I'm not gonna cancel this. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm getting close with this news. I'm getting close. This is dumb. I understand you got to try to cover costs here or everything that you're doing, but this is dumb. This is really dumb. Bad timing, bad optics, all of that. It's like, hey, you know what we're gonna do now? I know we lost all this money and people are really mad at us. We want to get them more mad at us and have them spend more money. And I get it. This was probably put into play way before all this Kimmel stuff happened. They were like, okay, we're gonna lead up to September and then we'll have our price hike. Cancel that price hike after all this. Hey, we just lost $4 billion. The last thing we want to do is piss people off more right now. Cancel it. Go back to the regular things. I think they're going to lose more money with this. I think they're going to lose more money. I don't get it. It's like, I still think, as we talk about in the race for the studios of who's going to be on top, right? Because Warner Brothers is having such a phenomenal year this year. And automatically, well, Warner Brothers is going to win, but then you forget that Disney has Avatar and Zootopia and these other movies coming out. They're like, no, they're just never behind. They always got a way to come out on top. But like when you do stuff like this, you show that you just don't. You're basically treating the consumer like, yeah, we got it. You're mad now, but you won't be tomorrow. We have too much good stuff. You're going to stay with us. You'll come back. You just and you'll pay it. Everybody loves ESPN. Everybody loves all the stuff we have. Yeah, you'll pay it. That's what they think. And I don't know, maybe it is time to take a stance and go, no, I don't think so. I think it's time to really say, put our foot down here and say, no, thank you. Because this is not like the WWE thing that happened. Like, and it's still confusing. I'm never doing this. I don't watch it enough just to do the PLEs and do the extra bundle to pay the ESPN thing. It's like they miscalculated on that. The beautiful thing with Peacock is, okay, casual viewer, but hey, the PLEs are on WrestleMania. I'll watch it this weekend. That's fun. I have Peacock anyway. I'll watch it. You have to have a certain tiered in order to do this now. No, thank you. I don't use it enough, and I think that this is a bad decision by whoever's running stuff over there. Right now, it's not working out the way I think that they want it to. So, I just don't get the. Again, this is a decision that was made beforehand. This was yeah, but the question is, someone said I'm lucky enough that my brother gave me his login. Yeah, but what if your brother cancels his? You know, I mean, to you, you're like, I don't care. I'm not spending any money. It cancels it. I just don't watch it. I get it. So yeah, the ESPN Unlimited. I'm not doing that. It's like I have enough stuff. They're being so. I'm so confused. I'm so confused as why they think they thought it was a good decision to announce this today or let this come out today, especially after okay. So Kimmel comes back and has a massive ratings thing for you guys, obviously. And it all is not forgiven from everybody, clearly. So I don't get it. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. But what do you guys think? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. But by the way, so I talked to you guys yesterday, and the people that are in here now, I get it. I probably will go to 2 or 3 days a week after looking at this. Like Wednesday shows, they just don't pull. They don't. I love the people that are in right now. I'm so glad we're gonna have a conversation. But 150 people here, I could be doing a reaction and review right now. I love that you guys are here. I'm going to spend all the time that I have with you guys today, and we're going to have a conversation. But business-wise, do you guys, look, you guys tell me, this is what I kind of like about the Wednesday show too, is that we have these conversations where you said, do you think that it makes sense to do a Wednesday show? I mean, granted, I don't have another host on here, just me. So I'm going to be here regardless. And we can have some chats, but do you think that, and I know not everybody loves the reactions, but a lot of people do. I could use this time to shoot some more of that. I could use this time to shoot more. I have some reviews coming out, which I'm pretty excited about. I have the Smashing review coming out. I have the, what's the other one? I have One Battle After Another. I have the, After the Hunt, One Battle After Another. And what was the other one I just said? Smashing Machine. I have all three of those. So that's why, I got a lot going on right now. And so I want to make sure, but I also want to make sure that, I always listen to you guys. Always listening to you guys. Because for me, like I was talking to Rocha, like the thing is, you got to understand, look, we're just talking about Disney. It's what we do here is a business too. Does it make more sense for me to do just like a couple live shows a week? If you guys are coming in here to watch it all the time, sure. But like, this doesn't make sense to do, like, with, again, super grateful to everyone who's here right now watching this, but this doesn't make sense to do this on Wednesdays when I could be recording something else that you guys could watch and enjoy instead. It just doesn't make sense. So, oh shoot, John M. Chu. I said Justin Lin today when I did I'm going to do something here today. First, we'll see how this is doing. If it's doing well, then I'm going to get rid of this. Because I knew that I messed that up today. I messed up the name. Going to get rid of that Wicked trailer that I did. Delete that. Actually, make it private. Do that. Because that's... let's see. Hold on. Yeah. On the fly, guys. On the fly. Okay, let's see. I think maybe just not do Wednesdays anymore. That's what I used to do. I used to just do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And maybe I'll just go back to that. So let's just do, what we're going to do? I'm going to do like one more story and then we'll call it a day today. So let's do, and we'll read the super chats that are in there. I'll tell you first about our two sponsors that we got going on. Check this out, and then I'll be right back. So I didn't really know what to expect when I heard of strawberry.me, but what it's a career coaching service. It'll help you move up the ladder to help you negotiate a better pay or land a job that you love in industry and that you're passionate about. So for me, you take like a quiz and then they match you up with a career coach. And I had Garrett, and we talked for quite a bit. And so I wanted to give it a test. I wanted to say, well, I'm not going to really talk about this with the audience if I don't dig it. And I dug it. I dug it a lot. I found out a lot about myself. It's good when people are listening to you about what the goals are that you want to do, what you want to accomplish, suggestions, bouncing back and forth off somebody. Strawberry.me, it gives you the tools that you need so that you're the one in control of your career, and hearing it out loud and saying, well, maybe take time for yourself, maybe do this, maybe do that. It really helps. Because for me, there's one thing to just have a job that you're like, oh, I gotta make money so I can get my groceries or I can pay my bills. But do you want a career that you can actually say, look, this is who I am, this is what I do? That's what I've always tried to do, and I'll tell you, this conversation made me realize it even more. Good coach can really get you on that path, and that is what Strawberry.me did. I had an open conversation with Garrett for a bit. I was more open than I thought I would be. I felt comfortable, and it helped me. I'm already thinking of new ideas and things that I need to do in order to accomplish my goals. So I suggest you do the same. Head to strawberry.me/Kristian to claim a special offer and get started. That is strawberry.me/Kristian. Stop settling. Don't settle. Start building the career that you actually want. This episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on PrizePicks, where it is good to be right. Look, I'm having a rough football season. I had a good week 2. The Giants played really, really tough against the Cowboys. It just wasn't my week. But tell you what was my highlights from PrizePicks. It's so simple. It's so easy to play the game, and you just take some of your favorite players, and you can. It doesn't matter. Look, I'll give you an example. You use Barkley, Burrow, Allen, any of them. And Barkley's going to have more or less than 1 rushing TD. Burrow is going to have more or less than 2.5 passing touchdowns. Allen is going to have more or less than 270 passing yards. It's simple to play. PrizePicks, it's really easy. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. PrizePicks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. PrizePicks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. PrizePicks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. Download the app today and use that code Kristian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Kristian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Thank you to Strawberry. Thank you to PrizePicks, obviously. And you guys who want to help out the show, that's what you do. Saw a few people checking out some stuff. Yeah, no, I haven't watched the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. I missed it, so I'm not watching it. I'll see the movie when it comes out. And then today, like it's kind of like Skeleton Crew. I'll see it when it comes out, and I'm interested to see how it comes out, but I don't really care about it. It doesn't really, I'm not excited about it. I hope it's good. I'll be going in fingers crossed, but I'm not going to watch the trailer unless maybe the second one comes out. I missed it when I was on my way to go to the city, and it dropped, and I was like, oh shit, it came out. I would have reacted to it. And then by the time I was done, I was like, I didn't even think about it again. I was like, oh wow, I really just don't care about this at all. People are talking about it, and I saw like a couple clips, and I was like, it looked, from what I saw from the clip, I was like, it just looks like they're not trying to, and I said this the other day, they're not trying to get Star Wars back with this movie. This is just to try to make money back. That for this movie. People have to understand that this is just the same strategy for what they did with Moana, and it'll work because it's only going to, I think, like for this, when you look at a season of television, if it costs like $140, it's expensive for a season of television, right? $150 for a season of television. But if you put that into a Star Wars movie, it's one of the lowest Star Wars movies as far as how that goes. And if you can get 500 people, like, here's the thing, and I said this the other day, anyone that thinks this movie is going to make $1 billion, you're out of your mind. Anyone who thinks it's going to bomb, I think you're out of your mind. It's like, oh, this movie won't do well. I think that strategically it's set up to do well. I think strategically it's set up to do well, meaning compared to what it costs, to what it needs overall. Okay, good. We made our money back. We didn't lose money on streaming again, and that's it. Starfighter is the movie that I would much rather, if there was a Starfighter trailer, I don't think I would miss it. I'm curious to really see how they deliver on that one. I just don't really care about this movie, to be honest. I liked season 1 and season 2 a lot, and I really rooted for 3. And I still think Katie was the best part of it. But it's kind of lost its luster, and they're just banking on Grogu because he's cute. So fingers crossed. Hope it works out, but I'm sorry. I just don't care. And then the other thing someone asked as far as up there, the solo shows. You like the show? I like doing the solo shows too. But you guys watching right now, the only, like, you and the 10 other people in here are the only ones that like watching them too. So we're just going back for Luke. We're both like, yeah, maybe just cancel the Wednesday show. And then we'll just do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'll use Wednesday as a shoot day, which is fine. It allows me to, like, whether Ming comes in the studio or Sam comes in the studio or Steph or Winston or Chris, I can get a little extra time. I can use that 2 hours to put some now because we got a lot. I mean, we have a lot. I am listen. I'm not complaining. We've got some good stuff going on right now. We have. I mean, so I think that what we're gonna have is. I was thinking about this. Steph had just watched Predator. I might make a sharp right instead of doing Predator 2 with Steph. I might just have her explore the Arnold movies. I was going to do that with Winston, but for people who are asking, Winston and I are going to finish Demon Slayer season 1 and see how the season did, because we put out the first video and it did decent, nearly 20,000 views, whatever it was, and honestly, it didn't. And I always like to give you a peek behind the curtain. Didn't really make a lot of money for the channel. However, what it did do is it brought in a lot of new people, and that to me is a win for people to go, oh, okay, what's this channel? What's going on? New people maybe to introduce to a live show. So that makes sense. Yeah, no. So this is the thing that people don't understand. People are suggesting if I could, I would not have 2 hosts on together. Someone's like, what about Mike and Rocha and Roxy on Mondays and Steph and Mike on Thursdays? You guys don't understand. That's the whole point of this thing. Like, if this is why we do the contest. If it doesn't make sense for me monetarily, like for the host rates and everything, to put 2 people on. I think I just want to split up with me and a host. Now I'm not putting me and 2 hosts. It doesn't make sense. That's just how this thing works. It's like with advertisement and that's why we introduced the super chat game in the first place. So I think we're probably just going to split it up, or maybe even go to 3 days. I don't know yet. We're working on it. We're trying to figure it out. But as of right now, I want to do this one with you guys, shooting the shit. And that is the thing. That's the unfortunate part. I love shows like this. I love shows where we can just talk about whatever. And if there are stories that are interesting, bring those up, like this one. This is the one that I was really looking forward to talking about. And Luke, I feel like you don't even know me, that this isn't the first one that we talk about. So, wow, Kenan Thompson, I didn't know that, and Johnny Ryan Jr.'s Artist for Artist production company is reportedly developing a feature biopic on the iconic wrestler Macho Man Randy Savage. Titled Macho, the pair are reportedly longtime fans of Savage, and the project ties back to a completed script by Savage's brother Lenny Poffo, who died in 2023. Eric Shapiro, Thompson, and Ryan Jr. will produce alongside Paul Coy Allen. Born Randy Mario Poffo, Randy Macho Man Savage is still considered one of the most influential figures in professional wrestling. Starting in the mid-1970s, Savage carved a path through regional promotions, sharpening a larger-than-life persona which captivates audiences worldwide. He signed with the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE, in the 1980s and later World Championship Wrestling. He was named World Heavyweight Champion 6 times over throughout a 3 decades-long career in the sport, stepped back from wrestling in the early 2000s, and died at age 58 of a sudden heart attack in 2011. While driving in Florida, he was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2015. It marks the second announcement for a new project, and I thought he wasn't in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he should be, obviously, but I thought he wasn't. For a new project at Artist for Artist in a week, the others being news the other day of the remake of cult horror film Sleepaway Camp. If you're gonna do a biopic about a wrestler, you got to do much. I mean, come on. Here's the problem with it, though. There's a lot of different things that are going to be a challenge. One, it's what kind of rights are you going to get from the WWE? Are they going to be involved at all? What can you do? What can't you do? You're going to have to cast Hulk Hogan, obviously, the beef that they had, the friendship that they had, all those things. And the other problem you're going to have is you got to get an actor that's going to do it. And it's not just an impression, because everybody's got a Macho Man impression. Is it going to sound like an impression, or is it going to sound like that's actually his voice? And you've got to also really get the rest. The wrestling's got to be more like the wrestler in Mickey Rourke than Young Rock, because the Young Rock wrestling was awful. It was awful. It's got to be like, you got to make it more like the wrestler. And I just saw the Smashing Machine. I hope they take that approach where they make it kind of seem gritty. I would love that. I would love that. I'm so curious to see how they're gonna make that work. And then you obviously have to cast Miss Elizabeth and Flair. And I mean, you. It's good that they're fans. You know, I just itch. And trust me, no, nothing else nefarious is going on here. I'd be too old. I'd be calling. You'd be calling the ambulance. Call an ambulance. Itches. Um, so that's it. Yeah, I think this is a good move to have Randy Macho Man Savage. I would love that, and it'd be great. By the way, if they got his biopic out before Hogan's, I mean, it'd be great. It'd be great. So I'm really excited to see this hopefully unfold, and I hope they get the right director and the right cast. So Macho Man getting his own biopic, I think it's great. What do you guys think? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. I'm really curious to hear what people think, whether or not this should be something that goes down. Let me know. You know, we were talking beforehand and brought up Wicked, and someone was talking about John M. Chu getting nominated or not. I didn't hear. I think they're trying to make a bet. If you don't think he's getting nominated, you're wrong. He's going to get nominated this time around. But either way, I realized I goofed, said the wrong name, but then I looked and we put the Fantastic Four reaction up today, and it's doing pretty well. I'm just going to let that sit. I'm not going to even put the trailer reaction that I did to Wicked up. I'll just talk about it with you guys. Let's just do that in general. The Wicked trailer dropped today. Wicked for Good, a second Wicked movie, which will adapt the back half of the musical. Both films were shot back to back, but the second film begins years after the events of the first, with Elphaba and Glinda estranged, living with the consequences of their choices. Elphaba, now demonized as the Wicked Witch of the West, lives in exile, hidden in the Ozian forest, while continuing her fight for the freedom of Oz's silenced animals and desperately trying to expose the truth she knows about the wizard. Yes. Oh, well, yes. Glinda, meanwhile, has become the glamorous symbol of the goodness for all of Oz, living at the palace in Emerald City and reveling in the perks of fame and popularity. Under the instruction of Madame Morrible, Glinda is deployed to serve as an effervescent comfort to Oz, reassuring the masses that all is well under the rule of the wizard. As Glinda's stardom expands and she prepares to marry Prince Fiero in a spectacular Ozian wedding, she's haunted by her separation from Elphaba. She attempts to broker whatever. You guys saw the trailer. You get it. I liked the trailer. I mean, look, I thought that the first movie was really good. It played in my house all over the damn place. My kids watch this religiously. This thing was a phenomenon in general. It's going to do very well. It's going to be a box office getter. It's going to be an awards thing. It's going to be all over the place. And like I said, I liked the first one. I liked it. It wasn't something to me that I wasn't losing my mind. It wasn't in my top 10, all that. I just thought it was a good movie. Second one was good. And what I said in the reaction was, I don't think that this is a movie that if you didn't like the first one, you go, well, the second one looks pretty good. I got to see that. This looks like a good continuation of exactly what they did in the first one. So it's going to do very well. And see, but that's the thing, though. Dalton Jackson says this franchise needs to go. Yeah, see, that's your opinion because you don't like it. If you were an executive and you came into my office and said that, I would fire you, Dalton. I would fire you. I'd say you are fired for are you trying to make money? If you're saying it, the franchise needs to go because you're sick of it and you don't want to see it because you don't like it, that's something different. But if you're like, it just needs to go, as an executive at a company, you would be fired. Because this movie is going to make a lot of money. It's going to make more than the first one. It hits an audience or people who love this in general, and the franchise in general. Another reason I'd fire you, Dalton, is because look how much money that Sphere thing is doing for Wizard of Oz in Vegas. It's crushing the amount of money that is making per day, and it is kind of in general. Yeah, no. See, again, I'd still fire you, Dalton. Sorry, you'd have to be looking for another job. Your reasoning is not sound on this one. And so it's going to do it. It has actually elevated a lot of different things. Brought a lot of and if you're looking at it, it also say the increase on people being aware of and watching, like a newer generation watching the original, has also skyrocketed, and the amount of money that it's made the franchise and brought new eyes to the Sphere in Vegas and those things is because of Wicked. So yeah, it is absolutely 100% all combined. Now it's different, right? Because it's not, because the Wicked and Wicked 2 is not canon to the Wizard of Oz movie, because there's clearly a lot that is different. But that's it. So anyway, I'm curious what you guys think. Yeah, it's true. You're fired. Anyway, what do you guys think about it? What do you think about it? I'm curious to think what you guys feel about this in general. How do you think it's gonna be? What did you think of the what did you think about the trailer? Did you like the trailer? Did you not like the trailer? Put your thoughts in. Let me know. All right, what else should we talk about before we get to the questions? We're at 15. How great would it be to beat Rocha and Roxy with 75% less viewers than they had on Monday? That'd be great. Let's do that. That'd be a good. That'd make me feel nice. What else should we talk about? Anything else we should? Let's see. What were the stories that Luke sent me? Probably a bunch of comic book stuff. I don't know if I want to talk about all that. Let's see. Let's see what Luke sent me. Luke sent me some stories. Disney, yes. Oh yeah, with Boyega. Let's talk about that Boyega story. I like that story. I like his comments. I like his comments a lot, actually. John Boyega is a big fan of Star Wars. He was, anyway. I don't know if he is now, but he was, and he was a big AMC Movie Talk fan too, which was great. But I didn't see the Kimmel thing. He wanted me to talk about Return. He came back and he gave a monologue, and people watched it. I just talked about it. I didn't watch it. There's tons of people who are watching. What do you need my opinion on it for it? Everybody else is talking about it. Go watch that. All right. So here is this story with Boyega. Okay, Boyega is on remaking his Star Wars films. It's no secret that there's a lot of divided opinion, not just about the individual films within the Star Wars sequel trilogy, but of the trilogy overall. It's also fairly well known that those involved have their misgivings about the films, from the behavior of some of their more toxic elements of the fandom to issues with some of the creative decisions made regarding the story and where the focus on specific characters went. Arguably, the most vocal of the cast to share his take has been John Boyega, who played Finn across the trilogy, who has discussed his issues multiple times, speaking about how his character got treated after The Force Awakens and of how the story played out. Attending Florida SuperCon 2025, Boyega was asked an interesting question: what he would do differently if he were in charge of remaking the Star Wars sequels. He says, don't kill off legacy characters. Agreed. Don't make the new characters so immediately well-skilled. Agreed. And use lore from the EU, specifically the games. Agreed. First of all, we're not getting rid of Han Solo. Agreed. Luke Skywalker. Agreed. All these people. We're not doing that. The first thing we're going to do is fulfill their story. Agreed. Fulfill their legacy. Agreed. We're going to make a good moment of handing on the baton. Luke Skywalker wouldn't be disappearing on a rock. Agreed. Hell no. Standing there and he's like a projector. I would want to give those actors way, way more. Clearly, he did not have a good time shooting that film. Our new characters will not be overpowered in these movies. They won't just grab stuff and know what to do with it. No, you got to struggle like every other character in this franchise. I do that. But also look to the Old Republic stories. I mean, how long I've been saying that, and see what we can add to the continuation of that. I would definitely want to see Force Unleashed stories in there. I would like to expand the Star Wars universe as much as possible while respecting the lore. If we're expanding the lore, we have to do it within the respective boundaries that stay true. Mark Hamill's also been vocal about he disagreed with Luke's arc in the trilogy. I agree with him very much. Very much. I 100% agree with him. I think that this is to me what a lot of us feel, but they have some weird mantra at Lucas, the new Lucasfilm leadership that is there now. They don't do this kind of stuff, and they don't. And I told you this. You don't believe me, but Filoni doesn't. The same way that Lucas didn't love a lot of the EU lore. Filoni feels like he's got to continue that, so he doesn't like a lot of that stuff, and he doesn't like the Old Republic stuff, and he doesn't like that stuff. And he decides to stand in front of the door and not let anybody else in if people want to do it. Now they are going to go back in time with that Mangold one. I don't know if they're going to take any from Old Republic. I hope that they do, but hopefully people don't just listen to Filoni anymore and show like, oh, we didn't listen to him and we let Gilroy do his thing, and that's what everybody talks about, and it just won for writing, which we will never win a writing award on Ahsoka. So maybe they start to actually say, oh, maybe he shouldn't be making those kinds of decisions. And maybe they do stuff like Old Republic and he's right as far as the fact that they didn't put the three of them together. And unfortunately, you'll never be able to do that again. That was a major, major error on JJ's part. And then maybe they could have done that. Well, they couldn't have done it in 2, obviously, because they freaking killed Scylla. And that was to give Harrison Ford what he always wanted. He always wanted to go. And they gave it to him there. It ultimately didn't pay off. It didn't make any sense. And then this Last Jedi just completely, we've talked about this for a long time. We're on the same page with Boyega, but I like having his honesty out there. Yeah, clearly he didn't have a good time. Clearly he is still, hurt about it. And the way that you look at, they completely ruined his character from the first one. It was like, okay, we start here, we get here at the end, and then by the time you start Last Jedi, so let's just start all over again from his. He hasn't progressed at all. It makes no sense whatsoever in the way that they did that. And he he's an actor doing his job, and he's listening to his director, but he was over it by the time they were promoting Rise of Skywalker. This is a guy who used to watch all the animated stuff, and he knows that the clone troopers could fly and do all those things, and he's in this stupid moment of they fly now. That's clearly the JJ and other people not paying attention to anything that came before them and just think like, oh, we don't need to pay attention to that stuff. You do. And that's what he's saying. The lore, you pay attention to the lore, you expand on it. That's why people care about the Game of Thrones and Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, because the lore just seems like it's so like it's there. And it's why you cared so much about the original trilogy, because even when Obi-Wan's sitting there talking about the Clone Wars in episode 4, you're like, what the hell are the Clone Wars? It's like this history. It's like he's talking about World War II, and you're like, oh my God, what the hell happened? What is that? And you're like, oh, what are the Clone Wars? And that's the kind of stuff was missing. And nobody talks about the new trilogy as much, because it's a mess. Whether you liked 7, 8, 9, but one by itself, it's a mess. The whole franchise is a mess right now. So again, people asked before, Mandalorian and Grogu, do you care? No. And there are. It's very similar to politics. It really is very similar to politics. There's I can guarantee you, I haven't done any searches on Mandalorian and Grogu. I've done not one as far as people talking about it, but I guarantee you there's a ton of channels going, oh my God, this looks amazing. Grogu, I guarantee you. And then there's this movie's gonna bomb, the corporate Disney, blah, blah, blah. It seems shit over and over and over again. Just make a good movie. If it's a good movie, and people like me who are skeptical right now go and say, look, good movie. Like, I'll go and see this movie, and I guarantee you my out of the theater reaction. Mark this timestamp, everybody. Mark this timestamp for when this movie comes out in May. I'm going to see this movie. Now, one of two things is going to happen. One of three things. I'm either going to come out and go, whoa, they did it. They made this thing happen. Holy crap. The trailers weren't phenomenal, but this is like a really solid movie. Guarantee you that if that is the reaction that I have after seeing it, paid shill, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's a shill. Blah, blah. Did you finally get your pass to Galaxy's Edge? Blah, 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 blah. It's the Eminem, 8 Mile thing that's going to keep, that's going to happen. Scenario 2, it's fine. It's a TV show. It's exactly what we thought it was. But why do you even go see this anymore? Clearly, you've lost your enjoyment for it. It's bad. It's not good. Oh, you're just playing off the negativity now? You just love negativity? So you just got to do. And this is for you guys in general. Just do. Watch something, whatever it is, don't worry about what other people are going to say. Don't worry about it, because you can tell they're predictable and boring. People are predictable and boring when it comes to this stuff. I've just told you everything they're going to say, no matter what my reaction is going to be from that movie, that response, I guarantee you, the boring dummies are going to write the same thing that they don't even realize it. They don't even realize it. Of course, the paid shill did this. Oh, you hate everything now. It's so boring. So you just got to do, and you got to have your conversation. That's it. Got to just, and this isn't just for what I do, for what you do. It's like, and even someone mentioned before, did you watch the Kimmel stuff? No. Do I think he should be back on air? 100%. Do I want to have a conversation about it, talk about it? No, because it's the same thing with this, politics, everything, especially with like social media. You're not going to win anyone over with what you think in your conversation. Everyone on your side is going to go, yeah, tell them. And everyone on the other side is going to go, boo. Who cares? Now, if you're talking to people out face to face, I'll have the conversation with you all day, because then I can say, oh, is that why you feel that particular way? Why? Oh, I didn't see that. That's interesting. And you look at somebody eye to eye. And we don't do that anymore. We don't do that as much. I had a great conversation with somebody about 2 weeks ago in the parking lot, just kind of going back and forth and having conversation about things going on in the world. Certain things like, oh, okay, yeah, that I don't actually have that same point of view, but I understand, but I get it. I understand why you're saying that. It's like you get scared to do that nowadays because, oh my God, what's my team going to say oh my God. I had a conversation with, like, whoever it might be, whoever it is, whatever political leader you follow, whether it's a president, a governor, a mayor, whatever. It's okay if it is not the person you voted for, if they do something and you go, I actually agree with that. You do? But no, you agree with that? Wasn't a bad choice. And then the opposite of that. That's a stupid thing that person just said. How dare you say that about that person? Aren't you on our side? It's a fucking stupid thing to say. You can do that. We have lost that. It's Yankees versus Red Sox. And that's not just politics, everything. This is Star Wars. Oh, you like the trailer? Oh, you supporting the Disney cause? Hey, everybody who hates everything, it's okay if you say, well, that was a cool image. I like that. I don't think I'm interested in the movie, but that was a cool image. Your friends aren't going to tell you that you're shilling. And the opposite side of that, everybody who loves it, the second a ship shows up, oh, a ship in Star Wars. Holy shit. I just saw a ship and a puppet and aliens. Whoa. It's the fucking same shit that's been going on for years. It's exciting, but come on. I don't know. I'm in a mood today. I like my mood. So that's what I'm talking about. The fuck are you talking about? 16 questions thus far. So there you go. 16 questions. Maybe we get to those 16 questions. And if people want to, and this is the kind of shit that I'm telling you about right now. 250 of you motherfuckers. Let's have conversation about whatever you want to talk about. You got me for as long as you want me. Let's talk about stuff. I don't mind talking about stuff like this. And this is the other thing. Okay, perfect. Okay. So Fantastic Four drop. Loved the movie. Watch it. Was very excited about it. Again, you probably get some people, oh, of course you love your show, whatever. Very excited about it. You love all things Marvel. Oh, I do? I love all things Marvel. Well, someone told me the Marvel Zombies dropped today. I said I'd rather watch my dog take a shit in the backyard than watch that. Is that to me? To me, that's like some stuff. It's exactly what I was just talking about. Some stuff I'm very excited about. Some stuff I couldn't care less about. I couldn't care less about it. You don't have to love everything because, and you don't have to hate everything because that's the team you're on. I get it. You're like, if you've got one of those channels and you feel like, oh, it's okay. It's okay to say, look, I've had some very loyal viewers who have said to me, "Hey, I'm bummed that you don't love Star Wars as much as you used to." I said, "Guess what? So am I. So am I. But I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to pretend." So look, there's always a way back, and I use the sports analogy, right? The Giants are stinking up the joint. They'll be good again. I don't know when. The Knicks were terrible for a long, long time. They're doing better now. They're making the playoffs every year. They're fighting. They had a good run the last 2 years. It happens. Good management, different players. It happens. You just gotta have faith. You just gotta have faith. That's it. So I don't know. I don't even know anymore. But it's like I don't blame John Boyega in the slightest, for being honest. Good for him. Good for him. I wish more people would do that. But yeah, and the same thing. That was the other thing. So some people say, the days of whether it's Sith Council, Jedi Council, all that stuff. It's a very different time. There's a very different time where there was a lot of hope for it. There was like new things coming out. There was ideas of, there's a lot of, it was different. They're not there right now. The franchise isn't, they're in the shitter. It's okay. Franchises and things, they're in the shitter. Stupidity, though, says it's dead. It's not dead. Dead means that when you go to the theater, like or proved, it's not dead. Not dead. If you go to if this movie loses like $200 million, whatever it was, if it loses a shit ton of money, Mando, right? And then Starfighter comes out and loses just as much and more. The conversation starts if people are over it, and you've got to change. But I don't know. It's like I think that you can, the same with Marvel. Marvel's not dead, but people use that often. The same way that in the flip side, they'll use two things. They'll use it's dead, and then they'll use masterpiece. They throw around masterpiece that drives me crazy. This is a masterpiece. No, the Marvels isn't a masterpiece. Masterpiece of doo-doo. Don't throw masterpiece around, and don't say it's dead. It's like it's not. It's not anything. Look, right now you could essentially say that the people would say the Terminator franchise is dead. Is it, or does it just need some new life? Anything in media, life can be breathed. It can be breathed into it. It can. It's very similar to the old George Carlin thing. Anything can be funny. Not everyone can make it funny. I use Cobra Kai as the example. You would have thought that the Karate Kid franchise was dead. I said when they were like, why are they doing a TV show about the Karate Kid? They're going to just bury it into the ground. The right guys got a hold of it and put some life into it. And that can happen with anything. Now, if you can tarnish a brand and put it further and further down and make it harder to get up, that 100%. And I think it's fair to say that, that's what Star Wars is currently doing, but I think that they have a plan at the moment. And as I said, with Mandalorian and Grogu is to make money back. I get the strategy. I understand the strategy for it. Just because I'm not excited about the movie doesn't say I get this play. It's the Moana 2 play. Moana 2 was very successful. It wasn't a great movie. It's a good movie. But it did exactly what it needed to do. It took the executive, Bob Iger, wait, no, TV show. What are you doing? Making a movie. Almost, and it made $1 billion. Okay. Now this, they're trying to do the same thing. Makes sense. But you can't do that with every movie. You got to do that now with Starfighter. Starfighter's got to be good. That's why they're putting the cast behind it. That's why they're getting Levy. And look, I hope that they go more in that kind of Real Steel aspect of what he's done in the past. So we'll see. Not sure. Anyway, put your thoughts in there on all that stuff about Star Wars and where you guys are, where you guys land. All right, I'm going to answer your questions now. We got about 25. It's impressive. We're small but mighty. So throw in a couple more. Keep me on here. I want to talk to you guys. Let's talk. You got me? I can't promise this mood all the time. Sometimes I'm in it, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes in a goofy mood, sometimes I want to talk. Today I want to talk. You want to have a talk? Throw those questions in there. But let's get to this. I'm going to tell you guys about two more of our great sponsors. I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to answer those questions. What's crazy is that it's fall already. It's coming. And I got two kids. The back-to-school rush, it's already here. We're getting the early morning drop-offs, the after-school activities, the soccer games, and the last-minute supply runs. Don't forget about the extra trips for groceries, gas. Days get busier, and it all adds up. There's an easy way to earn real cash back every time you fill up your tank, grab a bite to eat, stop on essentials. Whether you're driving across town for the soccer games or picking up snacks for the school lunchbox, Upside helps you keep more in your pocket. In fact, Top Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. The free Upside app, it gets you cash back on daily essentials, whether it's gas, groceries, dining. And yes, if you're asking, it's real cash back. There's no confusing rewards, points, credits, just money. And you can transfer it straight to your bank account. Next, claim an offer for what you're buying on Upside. Then pay, as usual, with a credit or debit card. Follow the steps in the app, get paid. And since I learned about this thing, it has been so beneficial. Fits in so easy to my wife's schedule, to my schedule. Find out how much you can earn. You got to download the free Upside app. You got to use that promo code Kristian. You get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. An extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Using that promo code Kristian. I'm so happy that I have discovered Upside, and you will be too. I'm going to paint a scenario for you. I want you to picture a bald eagle, which is standing on top of a silverback gorilla, and that's riding on top of a T-Rex. What do you think you call that? You know what you call it? Confidence. Pure confidence. And that's the kind of confidence that you need in the bedroom for that next level wolf riding besides a velociraptor in a Lamborghini through outer space type of experience. You like that? So do I. That is where RUGIET Go Long comes in. It's not just another ED pill. It's a confidence game changer. Go Long combines two doctor-trusted medications in one dual-action formula to help you get hard and go the distance. Hell yeah. Plus, the effects last for up to 36 hours. That means that you can feel confident all day and night, and then some on the next day, too. Getting started, it's simple. Connect with a board-certified doctor, 100% online at RUGIET.com. If prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly to your door. Ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? You head on over to RUGIET.com. Use my promo code Kristian, 15% off your first order. That is RUGIET.com. Use that code Kristian. Make sure to use my code so they know that I sent you. Thank you to Upside. Thank you to RUGIET. I hope you guys are taking advantage of this stuff while we got it, man. Links are in the description. Please go and check it out. We got a lot of stuff going on the channel. As I said, I got two reviews coming out. I've got the Smashing Machine, One Battle After Another. One Battle After Another will come out first, that review. I already have my other three reactions on all of these, and then I'm going to have After the Hunt as well come up with all those upcoming movies. I'm just going to see quite a few movies next week, 2 or 3, I think. I got Tron Ares coming up not next week, but soon. So we have all that. We got tons of reactions coming up too. We're doing, Kris Carr and I did Transformers the movie, which was great. That should be coming out soon. Winston and I doing Demon Slayer season 1. I think we're going to go to the dub version of it too. At least we're going to try it and see, because I had no idea when I started doing it. People are like, you got to watch the dub. How dare you? I mean, not the dub, the other, the non-dub. People are like, how the subtitles? How dare you do that? I was like, I didn't think about it. It's what they offered me when I started playing it. Shut your ass. Again, what are we getting upset about? Relax. Stupid. It's someone else. I don't know what time the show normally starts. It changes all the time. No, that does not. Half an hour early today. Your hole. I had to do it because I got a phone call. I already said that. Normally every day it's on the same freaking time. Stop this. You know any better things to complain about? Get it out. Nathan Drake. I'm so hyped you're going to react to Insomnia. Yeah, you know, it was like, okay, I got to, well, let's see. And prove me wrong. This one obviously want to be proved wrong. I don't think it's going to do well. I don't think it's going to do well. I think it's going to be a Memento. I thought would do well, and it ate it. I think Inception will do well. I think that Insomnia is going to eat it. I hope I'm wrong. Not because it's not a good movie. I just think that it's not one of those ones people talk about a lot. And I don't think there's a lot of stuff that you go, oh, I want to see what they're going to react to that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm good. What an idiot I was. It did better than The Dark Knight. So we'll see. But we're going to do it. Tim, how is Sam's reaction to F4? It's on the channel. You can go and find out right after you watch this. Go Pal. Can't stick around right now, but some support. Go Pal, you're the best. Hopefully, I'll be back before you end. I hope so, Go Pal. Go Pal's he's like the mayor. 30 questions. 30 questions, Sabraw. I'll take it. I'll take it. Julius White, what's your PayPal so I can send my bet that John Chu does not get a Best Director nomination, even if he deserves it? What's your price? Love the show. What do you want to do, Julius? Thank you. What's the bet? What's the bet? You tell me. You tell me. Julius, let's do he's gonna get it. Victor Garrity, it's your job. You got a family to support. So as a fan of yours, I want you to do best for you and your family. That means more reaction, less live shows, and okay, I'll still support. Well, thank you, Victor. I mean, look, here's the problem. Here's the problem. I'll tell you what. I love shows like this. I'm having a great time right now. I love shows like this. I love being able to shoot the shit, but it's got to make sense overall of why we're doing it. Like, again, 31 questions. Okay. Maybe you're convincing me to stay on, to do it. Come back and do another one next week. 265. You guys are the loyal hardcore. I'll talk to you guys. I like having I've never been, and it's one of the reasons that I have such poor memories of like Jedi Council and other things. I hate a pure structure all the time of just doing, well, you got to do this, and then you got to go there, and then you got to do this. Like, no, we're talking about if we happen to go in that route and we stay there for 20 minutes, like we just talked about with Star Wars and all the other shit. That's what I like to do. That to me is more real. That's what conversation. I just had a conversation with the director, and this is the other thing that's going to bum me out. But people ask me why I don't do interviews more. The interview that I just did with Alex Wu, which you'll see before In Your Dreams comes out, to me is one of the best. I don't even call it an interview. I call it conversation. One of the best conversations I've had. But you don't know who it is. You're not going to click on it. It's fucking so silly. I don't watch because of the interviews. Watch a conversation between two people, and you talk. This guy's story is so inspiring, and his movie is going to be so heartwarming. Like, I'm going to put it in the live show, but then I'm going to separate it, and you should really watch it. You should check it out. But the algorithm will do stupid things too. This is what it is. I don't know what I'm going to do yet on Wednesdays. I have no idea. Part of me wants to do reactions and stuff too, to utilize that time to shoot some stuff that will deliver for the channel. But I love doing shows like this. So like the stubborn part of me goes, just keep doing it and see. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you yet. Stop pressuring me. No one's pressuring me. Johnny Patriza, do what's best for you, mate. Any update with Coy? Not yet. Not yet. But hey, I don't know what I'll have to ask Coy. I haven't talked to him. And I don't know. I haven't watched the show, but he seems to do a show on Fridays with Greg. I don't know. He talks DC stuff. Maybe he doesn't talk DC stuff as much, but maybe that was it. Maybe look, I get it. He's been doing stuff with Real Rejects. So maybe that's where the priority went. I don't know. Not sure. Scott B, did you watch the Kimmel opening monologue? No, I didn't. I probably will. I saw that it was, but no, like I said, it's like, okay, he's back on the air. He should be. All right, let's move on. Johnny Patriza. How's Brett going? Are we getting more goofballs? He's trying to schedule him is trying to schedule an interview with The Rock. So I was hoping so, but it's very hard to schedule him. So I've got to focus on the other stuff too, because that's another one. I love doing that show. That sounds like a ratings blaster on the channel. I just love doing that with Brett. So if we can, but the deal is, yes, we can try to get some goofballs whenever we're allowed to, if that makes sense. But yeah, you got an honest me today. So 36 questions. Look at that. 36. See? You guys know what the fuck is up. Chris A. Maybe a Rocha show on Wednesdays, just an idea. Again, You, me, and Rocha doing another like the two of us together. I don't necessarily know if it has anything to do with who's hosting. I've tried different versions of it. I tried Kris Carr. I've tried myself. I've tried, Mike and other people. Wednesdays, for some reason, just have never worked. And I don't know what it is. Wednesdays in general. But I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. Julius Wyatt. Just saw Inception in theaters. That's amazing. That's right. They re-released it, didn't they? That's so great. Still so good. Can't wait for the reaction. Still my favorite Nolan movie. Odyssey needs to get here faster. I'm so glad that we're doing all these now. So by the time Sam, because like I said, Sam, we just watched Fantastic Four. And she's all caught up now on the MCU, which is amazing. By the time Odyssey comes out, she'll be all caught up on Nolan, right? By the time the Harry Potter series comes out, she'll be all caught up on Harry Potter. By the time the Gollum movie comes out, she'll be all caught up on Lord of the Rings. I love that. Yeah, by the time Doomsday comes out, she'll be all caught up on the X-Men movies. So that's the beauty of speaking of silly comments. Steph has never seen Predator. She never saw it. So somebody in the comment section on the Predator one goes, this is very dishonest because I clearly remember when Steph reviewed these for Cinepals and she's watched it. I know she has. I'm like, is that true? So I do a search for Cinepals and Predator. They have like two different reactions. No Steph anywhere to be found on the Predator ones. Well, actually, it was, and I wrote back, no, it's not. That's this instead. Well, actually, no. You should. They did it on the other one, and then they deleted it. Why would they delete it? Why would they delete that? It was conspiracy theories on reactions now. Just say you take the L. Oh, I was wrong. It was somebody else thinking of. She never saw the movie. Steph's not a liar. She never saw it. Well, it's dishonest. Sometimes people just want to be dishonest to get those clicks. Stick it up your asshole. Take the L. It's okay. Nathan Drake. How long would you survive on the long walk? I'd be out quick. I'd probably get the runs like that one guy. First day, first couple of hours. I'm done. My cardio is still not great. I've definitely gotten myself in shape, but my cardio is not great. It's one of the things that I still need to do. Johnny, I think they should make a Paul Heyman biopic. It would be great. He doesn't have the same kind of, to wrestling fans, clearly. To wrestling fans, yes. How do you not know Paul Heyman, wise man, right? But Macho Man, kind of, everybody knows Macho Man. Bonesaw is ready. Love it. Best. My favorite wrestler of all time. The cream rises to the top. Mm-hmm. Ed at the movies. Came in late. Sorry if you clarified. No more two-host shows. I don't know yet. I don't know. All I know is that, this is one of those things. Look, they're still trying to figure stuff out with YouTube also, right? And the live show, to me, I'll be honest. Do you want to know why I do the live show? And I'm not bullshitting you. I do the live show for you guys. I know how much you guys love the live show. I know how much you guys, the people who are involved in it, love listening to it work. You guys love interacting with each other. It builds the community. It's not the number one thing on the channel. The review, the out of the theater reactions, that's the stuff that really makes the channel. That's what puts the channel forward. This is a great thing for community. It's an amazing thing for community. But when I have, you gotta pay people to be on the show, to take time out. So when I put two people in and it doesn't hit X amount of dollars and I lose money on it, then I got to find ways to make it up, because I'm a one-man band here as far as financing this stuff. I don't have backers. I don't have people who are putting money into my channel. You guys are, when you do stuff like this, when you ask questions like this, and when you see, when you see when you click on the out of the theater reactions, when you click on a reaction, you guys are helping with the channel. That's what you guys do when you get into sponsors. It's all you guys. So it just needs to make sense monetarily in order for me to do it. So I don't know. It's not. Haven't made any decisions yet. So let's see. Jeff Davis. Where'd you go, Jeff? What happened to Jeff Davis? Just saw Jeff Davis. And now he's gone. What the hell's going on? What? Oh, son of a bitch on a cracker. Went all the way to the bottom. This is bullshit, guys. Pure bullshit. 40 questions so far. How about that? Talk about strong. Talk about strong. Oh, I'll do this. I'm only doing this because I got a message from somebody yesterday. I don't, and I really don't care if you guys all say no, eat shit. But I did it because I told someone my birthday's next week. Where is this stupid thing? And is it next week? Yeah, it's next week. No, that's the wrong one. And so I'm only doing this for a week, and then I'm going to take it off. I swear. But someone wrote to me yesterday and said, "Do you have a birthday wish?" I do. If you don't get anything, I don't care. But I said that I would put it in here. And we were going to put. So you can look at it. You can not look at it. I don't care. But I put a birthday wish in. If you care, if you don't give a shit. You just want to say happy birthday. Say happy birthday. It's fine. I put it in there. Okay. Let's see. Let's go up. I just put it in the description. Oh no, it was supposed to be in the description. I don't know if PLD or Luke ever did it, but it doesn't really matter. Where is the next? So that's Ed. I'm trying to get the new one. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Where is it? And we'll add it to the description if anybody's watching a replay and you want to. And after my birthday, you'll never see it ever again. I'll send it to my family and they can ignore it too. Okay. Let's see. Where the hell is it? Still looking for it. 42 questions thus far. 42 motherfucking questions. Yeah. All right. Oh man. I smell my lunch. I can smell it through the refrigerator. I'm getting hungry. It's the other thing. I don't even know how I did that. I can smell my lunch. Do I really smell it, or is it just my mind telling me that? I'm hungry though. Okay. Jeff Davis, there he is. I've been around since the earliest Collider days. Love anytime the show goes away from movies to no nonsense banter. Thanks for the content. I love that stuff too. I would rather do stuff. Look, I love this when there's certain stories that I want to talk about, want to dive into it. That was the thing that I said. Like, but that's why it used to drive me nuts when I was on Collider. I'd be like, I used to get the note, you spent too much time in that one story. I'm like, who cares about this other story? No one cares. Just stay here and have a conversation. This conversation was going great. Just stay there. That's what I like to do. Just stay. And if it goes somewhere else, like I told that hot dog story yesterday. Like, I love telling stories like that. Even better. I was walking. I don't mind telling this story. I might as well. I was walking in the city. I ripped one. Happens. I ripped one. It was outside. I thought it was not away from anybody. Hey, my little one goes, "Dad, come on." And I go, "What?" She goes, "You know what you did." She goes, "You know what you did, and you're not even embarrassed about it." So, here you go. It's a story for you. Evil John Madden. How about your friend? Now that your friend Sam saw the Nolan Batmans, have her react to Pete Holmes' Batman skits on College Humor. They're funny and will be fun to watch her react since they are fresh in her head. Again, Evil John Madden. It's about what's going to pull also and what you guys want to watch. She will be watching The Batman. She's going to be watching Man of Steel. I'm going to keep her on that. Ming, I'm going to get into. We're going to watch Tron 1 and 2, and then we're going to watch Black Phone. That's going to be Ming. I'm going to get back to the John Wick movies and Ballerina with Tina. And then I got to find something to do with Kris Carr. So everybody has some stuff. I don't think it was childish of Boyega at all. I totally disagree with that. Marco Marcus is very childish of Boyega. Why? Why? What did he say? Marco, I love you. You say great things. Out of everybody, people have said tons of stuff today in here. I don't think I've disagreed with anyone more than you today. Why was that childish of Boyega? They asked him what he would do, and he gave his opinion. He didn't like it creatively. What's childish about it? Because he worked for them? He doesn't work for them anymore. He's allowed to say that. I disagree with you 100%. Good for him. Good for him. I love that about him. All right, let's see. Next one. Again, Evil John Madden. We'll see what we can react to next, but it probably won't be that. Corn Emperor, love you, Kristian. Judah Lewis, good for any roles. All right, for the pilot. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know. So that's one of the things. So in just a little bit here, I'm getting on the phone call with the director and producer and Martini, obviously, and we're going over a few things. We're making a couple different changes, which this is why you bring on people like this. It was really great. I had some time when I went. I did an interview with Alex, and then in between waiting for that and going to see Smashing Machine, I had a ton of time. So I went into the Village, and I had some pizza there, which I went to. I've had 3 places in the Village, not all on the same day, but I've had 3 places so far. And I got to tell you, there was one place, I don't want to call them out, but there's one place I looked, and Portnoy gave him like an 8.2. I thought it was mid at best. And then I went into Joe's, which I used to love. Didn't like it at all. I was not impressed with the Village pizza that I had those 2 days, but I digress. I was there and I was waiting. I did have great sushi there. Holy shit, I had great sushi. And while I was at the sushi place, let me tell you this, talking about what we were just talking about. I'm sitting there and I'm minding my own business. And I was just sitting down at the bar at this place eating. It was delicious food. It was so good. But these 2 people were having younger people having a very loud conversation about politics and everything else. And maybe it's just me, but I don't think that you should be having in a conversation like in the setup that it was in. It wasn't like if you're at a booth, you're at your separate table, and voices are you talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. If you're sitting next to a group of people and you start having these conversations, and the points of the conversation were so matter of fact, in the same way that I just told you guys beforehand, of like, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, then you're part of the problem. There was 61%, maybe that's being generous, of the conversation these 2 people were having that I was agreeing with. I didn't say anything. I didn't say a word. I sat there eating my sushi and listening, going, they were saying some hypocritical shit, like really hypocritical shit, and saying and stuff that I wanted to go, that's not true, what you just said. Because if someone did what you just said to you about something else, you would have a fit about it. You're full of shit. And I didn't say a word. I just sat there eating my sushi and I was just enjoying myself. But I'm like, these 2 people are full of shit. And it's the problem. Look, they were having a conversation with themselves. They were just in the same echo chamber. They weren't talking with anyone else that had an opposing point of view. And last thing in the world, I'm going to go, well, actually, no, thank you. I'm just going to enjoy my food. And anyway, as I said, a different road there. But when I was done with my food, I got on the phone with the producer, director, and it made me realize exactly why Martini and I went out to these people to say, like, oh, this is why you're involved. You have come up with such a great idea for us to be able to do this in a way that makes sense, get the right people involved, get the audience excited about it. And like, they're really diving into it. And I'm really, that's why I'm doing the show half an hour early today, because I want to be prepared and get ready for this follow-up phone call. So I don't know. Judah Lewis, we're doing a casting call today, actually, too. So I'm excited about it. Gopal, Kristian is the, I'm saying this wrong, Bodhisattva of pop culture, demonstrating the middle way. Oh, Kristian is the, oh, thank you. I think Gopal, I think more people need to, express the middle, because I feel like that the middle is not represented in this country at all. And there's tons of us. But they're scared to speak up because they feel, because the other 2 sides are so crazy. They're just so crazy that you're like, I don't get involved in this. But I think that what they're both doing is they're pushing a lot. I mean, the sane ones, I think they're pushing towards the middle, because there's a lot of views, that a lot of different things that I can say and go, oh, like I was talking about before, that makes sense what that person's saying. I get that monetarily and how that, and economically, how that works. And yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, I understand that person should be treated that way, and that shouldn't be. Yeah, I get that. I get that totally. But then, if you don't, fuck you guys. I'm standing over here. And I'm tired of it. I'm so bored with it. Like, and my favorite is how, like, don't, and this is again, politics, movies, whatever it is. Don't think that the people you're fighting for care about you. Don't think that they do. They do when you're going to either vote for them or see their movie. They don't care about you. They don't care about you at all. Oh, yeah, we do. They care about you today. They don't care about you tomorrow. And the same goes for your side. Your side will turn on you pretty fast. I saw it happen many times over. So I'm like, oh, wait, you're on our side, but I just tweeted that instead. You're against us, so we hate you now. And now now everyone's gonna hate you. And it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, the middle is the way to go, in my opinion. Alexander Wilson, the TKO president, said the WWE has been underpriced for years and it's going to be priced correctly. So price increases. Their thoughts. They're trying to look. I went to a baseball game with my friends 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. It was for the Mets. You know, it was fairly priced, decent. It was okay, not bad for where and we sat. We had good seats. I was okay. These are fair prices. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look for the Knicks. I'm going to go try to get good seats for the Knicks. $1,500, $3,000, $4,000. Sniff my feet and tell me about it on Thursday. I want nothing to do with that ever. For what? And then the same thing goes with WWE. WrestleMania tickets are like, you got to, yeah, you can come. Can you give us one of your kidneys in order to go eat? Shit. No, thank you. There's no fun with that. They're overpricing everything now, and their quality is good. And it's not. I think they're getting themselves in trouble. Crash and Coyote would want to talk to you about Gen V season 2, but you won't watch. They handled the chance situation better than Marvel handled Chadwick. In my opinion, Marvel Zombies was good. I'm glad that they to hear that. I really liked season 1 of Gen V. Problem is, everyone's like, you got to watch the Boys. You know, I don't want to watch another season of The Boys right now. I don't want to do that. I still got to finish Peacemaker. I'm watching a documentary on what is it, Stans or whatever, the Eminem one. Pretty interesting. That's what I'm watching right now. I'm watching a lot of documentaries. Unknown D. I don't know if what is this, snots or something. I don't know what it is. Hair? Hate it. Don't know if you said this but will the Demon Slayer reactions be continuing? If so, are you excited to get into anime? So I'm really liking the show so far, and I am excited to continue on. We're watching season 1, and we're going to analyze it. We're going to see like that's the difference, right? Like the difference is, like I mentioned, the first 2 episodes that we did, they did fine, but they brought in a new audience. You bring in a new audience, I'm like, okay, I can justify this, and that makes sense to me. And then there's new people who want to see this and want us to continue on. And there's probably other episodes that that pop that people really want to check out the reactions to. So I'm gonna and I like it. So it's like, yeah. The only one that I'll probably maybe jump into if this turns out to be a success is Attack on Titan, because people keep telling me that I would like it. So maybe. Corn Emperor, I read free comics in the library, but I fell in love with the darkness from Top Cow Image. Always been on the outskirts. I just don't belong any side. What is that? Always, I just don't belong any side. I read free. I'm glad you did, Corn Emperor. I don't know if I understand that totally, but I can pretend that I did. But I like you. I think you're a good guy. GoPal. I watched Fantastic Four First Steps last night, so I have to catch up on Gen V and Only Murders. Love Fantastic Four, but it did not go how I expected it to. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching it again. I will say, though, here's my ranking as of today. Could change tomorrow, but out of the 3 movies, comic movies that landed, well, I'll tell you, anticipated it was Superman, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four. My rankings as of today for the comic movies are Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Superman. Now that I've seen all of them twice. So there you go. GoPal. I'm surprised I didn't get spoiled for Task Force. Yeah, I know, especially watching these shows. It's true. Good job, man. Terminator is definitely in the ICU, though. Yes, it's in trouble, Nathan. 100%. It's in trouble. Anything can be in trouble. Someone said Star Trek dead. No, it's not. It's not dead. It's in trouble. It's hurting. Not dead. They're working on this still, and Paramount and Skydance, they're still doing it. It's not dead. The TV show last one it's not. That's my point. Don't overuse dead. Dead means that no one's doing anything with it, and there's no interest whatsoever. Waning, maybe, but not dead. There's a difference. 58 so far. All right. Can we please beat 80 today? That's all I'm asking you. Let's beat 80. That'd be nice. Victor Jarrett, your dog taking a shit could be in compelling drama we don't know. Considering what he eats, 100%. I mean, did he eat cheese? If so, what kind? He eats everything. He's an idiot. I love him to death, but he's an idiot. Stream put shits on Disney Plus for 20 a month. Nice, Victor. Well done. Johnny Patrizia, what's your favorite wrestling finisher? I would say I'm giving an answer for two reasons. One, the DDT. Jake the Snake Roberts made that devastating, and not enough people really use it. No one uses it for a finisher anymore, and someone should. The other reason I am going to say this is because I don't know why, I found my old high school yearbook, and there was this kid who wrote he signed the pictures, and he wrote DDT on it, and I remembered why. This was a kid who wasn't necessarily a tough kid. But he was a kid that was getting picked on, and then the guy challenged him to a fight in the bathroom, and everybody's in the bathroom watching it. And so they got into a grapple, and the kid who was getting picked on DDT'd this kid on the floor. Didn't concuss him, but definitely took him out. And I don't know what the hell. He didn't, never heard anything about it, but he DDT'd the kid on the floor. And I remember that. So what that has to do with the favorite wrestling finisher, I guess, is my answer. So Kenneth Colton, I always love this quote. A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. Ancient K, Men in Black 97. 100%. It's just a strange place we're in right now. CLKO, do you ever get the itch to do stand-up comedy again? I certainly did when I was back in LA recently, when I was going up and I was doing flappers quite often, and thanks to Jake Lewis, who was able to really get me going up and doing more. But harder here. Not I could go up, I could find somewhere to go, and I know Ellis and I were talking about doing something. I probably will do a show. But I have been really focused, like I'm telling you, like when it comes time to launch this Kickstarter, it's really going to be, you guys are going to be, it's all I'm going to talk about, because I'm getting this show made. One way or another, this show will be made, and it's consuming me, the thoughts on it, and that's why, like I said, I mentioned Strawberry. I had that conversation with Garrett, who was great, and he was like, listen, this seems like you really want to. This is what is consuming your thoughts. You should find the best ways to make this happen, and that's what I'm going to do. So, and maybe, potentially, that this show, if everything goes right with it, I mean, the character's an ex-stand-up comic, so who knows? Simon Section Kristian, at the end of the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, it said that it is fused for IMAX, that fans must experience this IMAX because you will see something new. Non-noticeable CGI, a script that lands. I don't know, Simon. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I'm going in open-minded. I'll probably wind up watching the second trailer if it hits and I'm at the office and I'm not in the city again. I'll probably wind up doing a reaction to it and seeing. But I don't know. We'll see. All right. And again, please check out the Fantastic Four reaction if you haven't checked that out. Alexander Wilson. Mando trailer was just Clone Wars Rebels cameo fest. Filoni and his team can't tell a story, but can only do fan service and nostalgia. I mean, this is what I said, though. Look, Favreau is unfortunately entangled in the Filoni verse. This is the Filoni verse. This is like, oh, look at Zeb, and that was meant for the Star Wars Celebration crowd to go. I love Zeb as a Rebels fan. I love Zeb, but from again, Zeb is in it. From what I hear, yay, Zeb. It's like, well, we haven't seen Zeb. What's he doing? How's he gonna? You're gonna be Ahsoka. What else? What? And then the whole thing with Rod of the Hutt and doing the whole, it's a buddy cop thing. The whole story. I've told you what the story is essentially about a while ago, and it's like it's a Clone Wars episode. That's all it is. And this is just, Filoni is. I think he was a bad call. Johnny Patrizia, has Sam seen you and Brett lose your minds? Maybe get a reaction. She saw a couple of them. Yeah, she saw a few. I think she saw the Santa Claus one. I think so. Facility guy, became a member. Thank you, Facility Guides. Good place to become a member. So many of the unedited reactions are all, and PLD is crushing it, by the way. Crushing it. PLD is putting all of the unedited up there. So you're getting some early now too. Simon, Kristian, I like your mood too. Thanks. I just hope you don't pull a back muscle while parallel parking. I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. At least, I used to, because I wasn't in shape as much. I'm not convinced. I am not convinced by your before and the before. AI generated. Well, you thought it was AI generated. Thanks a lot, Simon. I hope I'm wrong. Appreciate it. Kickstarter. Kickstarter's coming soon, man. It's coming soon. I'm waiting. I'm very excited. Melissa asked me if I saw him. No, I missed the screening for it because what the hell? Where was I? Something that happened. I don't know if it was my daughter's thing. Something happened. I couldn't make it. But I also heard it was farts on a platter. I heard it was terrible. I'm gonna probably want to do a reaction to it, but I heard it was absolutely dreadful. Unknown D. Also, I'm a little confused. Are you personally watching Demon Slayer dubbed in English or Japanese? Either way is fine. There's a weird sub versus dub thing in the anime community, so watch how you like. So here's what happened. I don't know what the rules are. It's like, so I pushed play on the freaking thing, and it was a dub, and then it had the subtitles, and it was English dub, and I said, oh, okay, the animation it doesn't matter, and then everybody's freaking out about, oh, how dare you watch this? And I said, shut up. I'll try it on the other one, and we'll do sub, and we'll try it. We'll see how that works. I don't care. Julius Wyatt. I do like $25. Sure, fine. I was gonna say $250, but I don't go small. But I'll do that. I'll do 25. You want to do 25? Now, Baba Yaga. Sorry if you already talked about it, but did Demon Slayer do enough numbers wise? What is a good view count for you able to do? It didn't do great numbers, no, but it did enough. It did really well as far as bringing in new audience. Like, it brought in a lot of new people to those videos that I said, okay, I'd like to introduce some new people to the channel and everything too, and find some new people. So there you go. Corn Emperor, have ad blockers brought down your view count? I don't know what that means. I don't think so. I don't really know what it means. Kenneth, there's a reason I supported you for over a decade, and it's not just for my love of film. You're a good man, Chris. Thanks, Ken. To quote Robert Meyer Burnett, together we are one. Is that from Together? Is that what the hell is that from? It's not Star Trek, but I'm not sure. But thank you, Kenneth. That's very kind of you. All right, let's see. We have 66. Holy moly. Can we do it? At 66? Come on, let's get to 80. Let's do 81. That's all I want. 81. Let's do it. Go, pal. At one point, I clearly remember a Real Rejects reaction to The Rock, but it turns out they did Con Air and prompted me to rewatch The Rock. That's what it probably is, right? Those people who said that Steph saw Predator, like, no, you probably saw them do Predator, but Steph wasn't on it, and Steph used to be on the channel. That's my other favorite comment. When did Steph start going on this channel? She's been on this channel for like 5 years. So there you go. Nathan Drake. What was that red spicy sauce on the hot dog? Who knows? But I was not eating it. For those people who don't know what's happening, yesterday I talked about this. And I said, I was basically, I'll try to do a condensed version of it, but my daughters and my wife were shopping, and I wasn't allowed to sit in the store, which is stupid. So I went outside to go get a hot dog, and I asked for spicy mustard and relish. And the guy goes, "Oh, okay, spicy." I said, "Spicy mustard, yeah." And he's like, "Spicy." He takes this red sauce and is putting it all over and slopping it all over. What I said, "What's that?" He said, "Spicy." I said, "No, mustard." He said, "Oh, you want mustard?" I said, "Yeah, like mustard." He's okay, mustard. Puts mustard on it over the red sauce. I'm like, I mean, but you put it over the sauce. I don't want that. I don't know what that is. And he's like, "Well, but spicy." I said, but you have the golden mustard right there. You're literally holding the spicy mustard. Just put that on there with relish on a different hot dog. Slopping all over you, looking at me like this. Here. I said, "I don't want that. I don't want the red sauce." I just walked away, and he left him with the hot dog in his hand. I had to. It was just taking too long. So that's common sense. Someone asked me yesterday, "Do you speak English?" Yeah, he spoke English. Perfect English. And what I don't understand is if this is me and they're like, "Oh, you didn't want that?" Then you know what? Here, take a different hot dog. Just take this. Take that one instead. And I went and we got Nathan's 2 seconds later. The guy knew what was going on. B-Town, what's up, OG? What's your go-to cheat meal? I'll tell you. Well, right now, here's the problem. This is what I do well during the week because of my schedule. Like as soon as I got a turkey meatloaf, I got some rice and some broccoli. I'm ready to eat right after. It's gonna be delicious. I can already tell. Then 2 hours later, I got some more of that with some sweet potatoes and other things. And I'll eat like that all week. I tell myself I should have a cheat meal, right? And I tell myself I can go a little bit off on the weekends. And I'll, like last week I had a bagel and then other shit. So I got to make sure that I don't do that. But what I really like to do, you know what I had? It was a smash burger at shoot, I gotta go. I just realized it's 1:00. Shoot, I gotta go. I'm going to make up for all these questions. I thought it was 1:30 where I had to go. I've got to go. I've got to make this phone call. It's a big phone call. So I will not forget all of this. I mean, you know what I could do? I could keep the stream going and leaving it here and come back to it, but I got to jump on this call. I fucked up. I got to jump. I'm going to leave the stream on and then I will come back to it. If you guys are here, great. All right. Sorry about that. It was good stuff. I'm just trying to get the ticker off. Once we get this ticker off. Again, thanks for being here so long. I'm probably going to edit out the big break, obviously, in between. But it was a really good, solid call. I can't wait to share with you guys once we can. It was awesome. Let's see, I got to get the ticker. The ticker. I wrote the tickle, but the ticker. Let me hold on a second. I'm still in the middle of trying to do that. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay. So, Mike Cat, any favorite or weird celeb encounters? I mean, a lot of great ones, over the Collider Live years. I mean, I think of Matt Lillard crawling over the table and giving me a hug. It was nice. Going into shoot, man. Going to the Critics' Choice Awards and meeting some great people. I got a picture with I got a really cool picture out there. Rachel Brosnahan on one, Amy Adams next to it, and then Julie Roberts, obviously, too. So those are some fun ones. Okay. And by the way, I don't know how we did it, but we beat Rocha and Roxy while I was out. It was 82 we're at right now. Ed at the movies. Thanks for the honesty, Kristian. I'll be here to support with what you do. Thank you very much, Ed. Very kind to you, as always. I really appreciate that. Okay. So now we got this one. Did I just... Okay. Julius Wyatt, will you react to Oppenheimer or Sam? I think we're going to do all the Nolan movies. We're going to just try to do them all. And if they some of them don't do well, some of them don't do well, but we're going to do all of them. Go Pal. The random was always my favorite part. Thank you. Go Pal, particularly the Schmoes and Live show. Yeah. I mean, that's what I kind of want to do with this more. I like doing that. I like the random things. Dingus McNally, support for still having a fun show today. And for your honesty, Kristian, you're the best. Thank you, Dingus. I appreciate everything you do. Keep up the great work. I also think, by the way, and I can say this now after having just had an hour-long phone call, which is really solid with, again, Martini, myself, and the production team and director. And I think we're going to bring a lot of that honesty to this show, too. So I'm excited for you guys to really see it, hear about it. It's going to be something special. Gopal, on the South Park thumbnail, I thought that Ming was Sarah. A lot of people think that he's Sarah. It's funny. Kenneth Colton, speaking of birthdays, I turned 42. Happy birthday, Kenneth. Yet you look like you're on GQ magazine and I'm over here on the cover of Derelict from Zoolander. No, stop it. Listen, I will tell you that it's been a journey for me too. Like this morning, I was getting dressed and I said, I finally got rid of my stomach. I mean, I had a belly that I couldn't get rid of forever, even when I was eating well. I just couldn't do it. I finally did it. And it just work, So you know, and it's also, and this is the other thing, it feels good, right? Like as we were talking in this conversation, like the director has said to me is, well, we got to make sure that now that, because you look at where this character could be, and this character clearly, if you're playing him, it takes care of himself. Like, so why? What's his intention? Why is he going to the gym? Why is he doing this? And it's like things you got to do that you got to bring to your everyday life. Otherwise, unless I would decide to make this person not go to the gym, but luckily enough for me, the character is someone that would go to the gym. Eric Slaby, when do you think Sam and you will react to Star Wars? I'm not sure yet. It might be next year, and probably before Mandalorian and Grogu come out. That's probably it, I would say. Okay. Again, 84 right now. Look at that. Dane Smith, my vote is to use Wednesday as a shoot day. Anything that puts more of Winston, Steph, and Sam on the screen is a win. Yeah, but then you get shows like this. There was we had consistent 200, 300 viewers, but yet 84 questions. And we're in the middle of having a really good talk. Granted, Luke's going to have to cut an hour of this show out because it's just a blank screen, but it should be an easy cut. Corn Emperor, the middle doesn't speak loudly, so the crazies win. It's true. I think because they're afraid to. I think that's the problem. I think that they're afraid to, because the crazies are so loud on the left and right that you just feel like, I had this conversation with my friend the other day. Like there needs to be a middle party. There needs to be a middle party, because it's bad. It's real bad. There are no sides. There are sides. I'm sorry, Stephanie. I love you, but there definitely are sides. And it unfortunately does. It. I know we're not playing football, but you got to tell people. You got to tell people that, because they treat it that way. They treat it like teams. Now, if you're rephrasing that and saying there should be no sides, then I agree with you. But to say there are no sides, I will respectfully tell you that I disagree with you, because there are very, very clear sides. Johnny Venerable, crazy to watch the difference in tone between Mando season 1 trailer and the movie trailer. Movie has no juice, no real villain. Crazy how bad it's gotten. Yeah, again, like from what I heard, it just seems like a Clone Wars episode, but I can't judge it. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I just only know a couple details. CN, you need to watch Attack on Titan. That's what I hear. 84. Can we shoot to 100? Can we get to 100? Let's see it. Kayla M becomes a new member. Good time to be a member, Kayla M. A lot of good reactions right now. The non-edited ones. Go and check that out. B-Town, same thing to you, my friend. B-Town becoming a member. We got a lot of great new members too. Excited. AOD is good. Death Note is another good one. This is Johnny Patrizia. I guess is from for anime stuff. I mean, give me a you gotta give me some time. Remember, like we gotta get through. Demon Slayer is like 5 seasons, so Winston's gonna be. There's so much movies Winston hasn't seen, but I think we're gonna be caught up in Demon Slayer for quite a while. He and I, anyway. Okay. Let's see. After that, Eric Slaby. I think you'd like Castlevania on Netflix too. I probably would. I think Adi Shankar, who's been on the show many times, I think did that one too, right? Space Jesus, watching Remember the Titans, and always wondered how we resolved the division in America during that time. We seem to be living in a similar era. In a certain aspect, I understand what you're saying, and I agree. Go, pal. You said DDT, and now I have Rages without a face in my head, so thanks for that. No problem. I saw them in 22 and Audio Slave 2X in 03. Did you get to see him? I never did, but I'll tell you, Rage was what I used to listen to. When I first started doing stand-up, I would listen to Rage and get all psyched up before I would go in. Miles Morales 91, longtime Star Wars fan here. I've been on the fence about Andor, been hearing good things, but not sure about sitting down to watch it. Feel like it's overhyped. However, I saw the positive impact it's had. It's the best written Star Wars since Empire, especially when you combine 1 and 2 together. It's like they treat it seriously, not just treated like a kid's cartoon. It is it doesn't just rely on explosions and stuff. There's certainly many explosions, but it doesn't rely on it. It's the best. It's the best that they've done since Disney. It's Rogue One and I would say Andor season 1 and 2, and then Rogue One are the best things that they've done since buying the brand. Artem, would you think about closing your channel if you find a great job opportunity? What do you mean? Like what job opportunity? I mean, I don't know. I don't really like working for people. I just never really have. You know, I like what I think the idea. Look, here's ideally. I mean, I like being honest with you guys. Like I always have. This idea that I have for this show, should it take off and should it get picked up for a series, it would allow me the opportunity to do this plus that because of what the show is about. And I'd actually be able to design the show, not the script that shows up, but the what comes after it could benefit greatly in pop culture in general if done right. So that's why I'm hoping people will get behind and support it. So I guess you depend on what the great job opportunity was, but working for somebody again, probably not. I did that before, and I don't like it. Gopal, have you been in touch with Ken recently? No, I haven't talked to Ken in a long time. Not for any other reasons that I just don't. I mean, we were texting back and forth about burger places not too long ago, but I don't talk to him as much anymore. I love Ken. Grimbeer 13. I don't know how views of the replay work versus live viewers, but even when I can't catch live, I always watch replays. Oh, it helps. I mean, it helps. Yeah, it definitely helps when you're looking at it because again, there's advertisements and stuff on it and those things. So yeah, for sure. Gopal, I need to rewatch the full Munsters right now. And the movie? Good luck. Beautiful. Pretty beautiful. Brutal. Very different than beautiful. Gopal. Have you seen R&B's Skinemax show, Femme Fatales? I have not. I really watch a lot of stuff. Taco, how you doing today? I'm doing good, Taco. How you doing? Unheard Sirens, sub versus dub argument. So dumb. I got to sit here and read the whole time to be a real fan. F off, 100%. I don't. It's like I don't get it either. But I don't mind watching subtitles. I actually don't mind it at all. I actually like it. I prefer it, to be honest with you too. Like Squid Game and stuff too. I just turned on Netflix and that's what they gave me, so I just watched it. Julius Wyatt, member for that long. I love it. I didn't know you were that confident. I do $200. I just feel the Academy is based against big blockbuster type movies in general. Yes, but this is different. There's something different about Wicked. Sometimes yes, but not on this one. Eric Slaby. What big actor do you think Gunn was talking about for Batman? My guess is Gyllenhaal. In my opinion, I'd rather they go with Sklenar or unknown. I think a well-known actor for Batman is a massive mistake as far as budget and other things, in general. So, yeah, I think it's a big mistake. I also think this is difference of opinion, and it is not fact or anything. It's just my opinion. I don't understand in general whether it's a director, a musician, a YouTube channel, whatever. I don't understand necessarily making a play to address the negativity and other things in general. And James Gunn did the thing today where he released the clip about the monkeys and everything too. It's like we got that. We understood that's what you meant, and that's fine. Him posting that clip, we get it. We get it. I don't think it's necessary. And I think same thing. Like, don't tease all this stuff too. Are we close to the Batman news yet? The Brave and the Bold. You're still promoting the Batman. Just don't do anything yet. 90 questions so far, guys. 90. I'm glad that I left it on, by the way. Thank you, because that made a lot more sense that I was able to do that. And I'm looking at what you guys were saying while I was off. Hopefully, there was nice people. It was a big call, Johnny. It was a really big call. And I'm telling you, like, this is the thing. We've got a really special team involved. And now it's just a matter of where we went with the call was, okay, we all agree on the story notes and everything too. Now it's on. Now, when I get off here, I got to do, I'm going to get on a call with Martini in a little bit. We're going to go over the changes and what we want to do for the changes themselves. Then we get that script back to them. And then the next call is casting and budget, right? So if we're able to really pull this in general, then, you know, this could be a real big moment in general for where I've come in my career, what you guys have done as a community in general, like, and it would prove a point. It would prove a point that we're in a different age where I don't need to go present the script to somebody, um, and say, okay, yeah, we'll shoot your pilot. No, we're going to shoot it, and we're going to make it so good, you're going to buy it, and you're just going to distribute it. That's what we all have an opportunity to do, and we're going to do that. I'm telling you, it was a really good call. So no, Ken, I don't have an official Discord, but they run a Discord. Unheard. Sirens. Important call. Grillo in the pilot. Confirmed. I wish. But hey, he'll be on the list. I'll just tell you this straight up. He's on the list for a character that's not in the pilot. He's someone that I want for a particular role that's not in the pilot. If it goes to series, then I have a role written for him if he wants to do it. Corn Emperor donation. Thank you, Corn Emperor. Appreciate it. 90. Look at that. 90. Please react to the Wolverine trailer released today. Wolverine? What do you mean? Crash and Coyote. What Wolverine trailer? Is there like a video game or something that's coming out? What do you mean? And I still haven't eaten lunch, by the way. Starving, but I will. Okay. So at 91, look at that, 91. Digging it. Dancing Dog 60. I grew up seeing spaghetti westerns, Godzilla, Euro horror, Kung Fu, Hercules, etc. in theaters in the 60s and 70s as a kid, all dubbed. I'm a real fan. Fair enough. Hey, I like all dubbed. That's how it goes. Joyous Romer, may the force be with you, Cage. Do you think Rhoda the Hutt is the main bad guy in Mando and Grogu? No, I know he's not. I reported on this. Rhoda is not a bad guy. He's the one that they're trying to save again. It's what's his face? The M whatever the freaking thing is. I reported on it who the main bad guy is. But no, it's not Rhoda. MB, whatever his name is. I can't remember his name. All right. So at 91, Bobby Jackson. If you had to cut back on shows, a Monday show with you, Rocha and Mike. Oh, on Monday, Wednesday show with you, Steph and Roxy, and then Friday show with Winston and Kris would be great if you get schedules. I mean, look, like I said, I have not made any decisions yet so far. I like doing shows like this. I like having conversations like this. If you guys do this every day and we just keep talking and stuff like that, whatever. I might do it again next week and see how it goes again. Aaron Ambrose, I'd say continue Demon Slayer in English. You've already started and enjoy it a lot. Plus, it's one of the good dubs. A lot of people who only watch anime in Japanese like to pressure reactors to do so. I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. Okay. 14-year-old asking me for stuff. A lot of I gotta see, Aaron. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Okay. This is funny. Kristian, I like doing solo shows. Also, Kristian abandons the solo show, but I kept it going live at least. Yeah. So, yeah, people didn't really. Reason I left is I had a very good call today and I'm so glad that I checked my email. By the way, I would have been embarrassed out of my mind. For some reason I thought it was 1:30. The call. I don't know why I had that, and I looked at my schedule. It said 1. I'm like, really? So I checked the email and it said 1. I'm like, holy crap! Thank God I caught that when I caught it. That would have been bad. Aaron Ambrose, because of that pressure, there's very few to no reactions for anime in English when there's nothing wrong with the dub versions of that show. Interesting. I don't know what to do. Yeah, not sure. But again, I love that we got a lot of people here still. Love this. Bobby Jackson, I'm looking forward to Mandalorian and Grogu. I just wanted to have fun watching a Star Wars thing again. I don't need big stakes. I just want to have a fun adventure. I think that's what they're going to try to give you. I think that's the point. I think, yeah. I think they're just trying to give you a fun adventure. Whether or not it delivers, We'll find out. 92, Bobby follows it up, says, I'm late and started the stream from the beginning. So right now you're talking about Wicked. Well, you're going to get to about an hour, Bobby, unless you're already there now, where I'm not there. But we're going to get rid of that soon. But we will. We're going to edit that out. You won't even know. If you're watching this on the replay, you won't even know that I was gone for an hour. Only reason you know, because I just told you. I was gone for a full hour, and we edited it out. Power of Luke. Bobby Jackson. I watched the season finale of Alien Earth, and I'm not sure how I feel about a second season. I just need humans to stop acting so dumb and incompetent. Yeah, I don't know. It's another one I just kind of bailed on. I'm bummed that I did, but I haven't been super invested in anything yet. I need to be invested. I'm not invested in anything. I've been invested in these documentaries I've been watching. That's it. So let's see. Next one after that. Again, we're at 93. 7 away. I'm hitting 100 on this show. How about that? How about that? You guys are crushing it. 7 away. Can we do it? I think so. But we are currently at 93. 93. Okay. I'm really pumped about this. I can't. Oh God, I'm like, and especially for the Schmodown people, Schmodown fans know, you don't know how hard it is for me not to tell you everything that is happening right now with the show. I just can't. I'm just not allowed to, but I want to. I can't wait. Let's see. Okay. Next one is Corn Emperor. We were good boys and girls. Can we have pizza? I want some pizza. Love to have some pizza. Haskell, solo Wednesday show named Shooting the Shit. Yeah, I should. Well, Sarah just did one of those too. The Shooting the Shit episodes. I love them. So this need, Ming's going to start one, and I want to get everybody. Ming's going to do his own virtual workout stuff. He's the one that got me in shape. Was Ming. Bobby Jackson. I took a test the other day to see where I land politically. It turns out I'm a centrist. I didn't know such a thing existed because I don't see any politicians representing it. Yeah, it exists. You send me that test, Bobby. See where I land. It's interesting. Grimbear, 13. Even though I'm not the biggest Demon Slayer fan, though I went and saw the movie, I hope the reactions crush for more anime on the channel. It's the goal. The goal is to try, if they do well, if you guys watch them, I'll do them. Haskell, man. Star Wars Mandalorian Group was a teaser, gave nothing away but great shots in it. Don't know who's the big bad, etc. until trailer 2 drops before Avatar debuts. Yeah, it's that Embo, and whatever his name is, the bounty hunter, the guy I reported on. I'm glad you're excited about it, Haskell, or curious about it. I'm just I hate to say it, it's like you from where I was, 10 years ago about Star Wars. I would much rather watch some a smaller documentary or something else than a Star Wars movie right now. Lucasfilm is kind of embarrassing themselves with what they're doing. Gopal, no Munster's reaction with Brett. Oh, that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite reactions ever. Haskell 420. By the way, let's go Yankees. Now 1 game back. What a comeback. What a comeback. I know, Ed. Gopal, in chemistry, RXM means reaction. Well, there you go. We should use that. 95. Eric Slaber, are you surprised the He-Man teaser hasn't dropped? No, not yet, because it doesn't come out for quite a while. So there's no reason yet, but not yet. Legend, MM600. What's up, Legend? Dude, love your show and you rock. Have an awesome birthday. Thank you. Hope Seattle does good in the playoffs. Go Mariners, please. Stop that. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I put that in there already. People asked me, I don't remember. Sorry, I forgot your name. Someone DM me and said, do you have an Amazon list for your birthday? I do, but I'm only doing it until, my birthday, which is next week. I put it in the chat just now, and then it'll be there for a week. And that's it. Okay. Let's see. Where is the next one here? Again, 97. 3 away. 3 away. Here we go. Eric Slaby. Are you surprised that Star Wars hasn't had an animated series set after Empire Strikes Back, between Return of the Jedi or post Return of the Jedi, aside from Resistance. Why do you think they haven't? Because I think Filoni lives in two worlds: post Jedi and pre and Clone Wars era. That's it. And for some other reason, they just only listen to him. Bobby Jackson, what about adding questions from Streamlabs in addition to Super Chats? I don't have the strength, Bobby. That way you can get a bigger cut than you do for Super Chats. Agreed, but it's like, this is easier for me, and like bouncing back and forth and managing Streamlabs, I just can't do it. Paige, thank you, Paige. 99, 100. Look at that. We hit 100. Facility guy, I feel you on TV lately. I'm rewatching Sopranos. That is the way to go. Darian, the spicy sauce in the hot dog was most likely harasa. Could be. It was liquidy and red, and I hated every bit of it. Wanted nothing to do with it. Aaron Ambrose to follow. Yeah. So that Amazon list is just I really made it for my family. It was like, what do you want for your birthday? I got emails from people. I was like, here, you know what? Here's a list. If you care, that's what it is. If you don't, it's fine. Aaron Ambrose, to follow on from Coyote, there's rumors of a trailer finally for the Wolverine PS5 game from Insomniac Game in 2 hours. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I figured it was a game. Paige, more support. Thank you, Paige. Go, pal. We need to do Sopranos soon. Season 6 on Castle rewatch. You've never seen Sopranos, right? You should. It's awesome. Oh, okay. You haven't seen it since it was on TV. Okay. You should. All right. Last one for now. Eclipse. If you're ever in need of a reaction that's guaranteed to bring in views, I'd suggest finding someone who's never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, the TV show itself. I've never seen the show. Are you talking about Avatar the movie? The movie itself. But if you're talking about The Last Airbender, I've never seen the show. Sam might be the only one. I haven't seen it. So maybe. All right, guys. First of all, thank you for sticking around for as long as you did. I'm gonna have Luke cut out an hour of this, so it'll be a 2-hour show. I really, really, really appreciate you sticking around. A lot of you stuck around. Bobby Jackson says, has there been a trailer for Acme vs. Coyote? Not yet. That one I'll probably react to because of all the news behind it. But at 103, you guys really delivered, and I'm so thankful to you. Really appreciate it. It was very nice of you. Thanks for sticking around while I did my phone call. And please, I'm apologizing in advance. Well, not yet. Is the movie Dodgeball possible reaction video? I just don't know how good it would do, Tim. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a good comedy, but I don't know. But I'm going to apologize in advance because once I get the okay of the budget that we're going to be looking for this pilot, it's going to be relentless on this channel of what I'm promoting this thing, because I am going to be all in on trying to get this made, and I'm going to rely on all you to help to get it done. So I'll let you know soon because we're getting close. Eric Slaby says you'd love Avatar: The Last Airbender for sure. Okay, go pal. Might be interesting to reaction where you haven't seen it but the other person has. Yeah, we've done that. We've done that a few times. Which was the one that I did where I haven't seen it? Well, I guess more so where we both haven't seen it than I have any other person. That's true. It's true. 106. How about that? Thank you guys. All right. Appreciate you. We'll be back here tomorrow with myself and Steph. I actually was supposed to do Predator 2 with Steph. I had to cancel on poor Steph today because of the phone call and everything else too. But we're in a good spot that we have so many different things going on right now that we'll get that back, and we'll get that back on soon. You rule. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Josh, for supporting the show. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace out, everybody. Peace out. Thank you.